Just over 260 producers from BC to Manitoba participated in our second Western Canadian cow-calf survey that was rolled out in the fall of 2017. Collectively, they represent over 36,000 breeding females for an average cow herd size of about 140 cows. The findings from the survey generate production indicator benchmarks, plus give us insight as to the rates of adoption of typical practices, but we also learn why some practices are not followed. For example, why do some producers opt to not pregnancy check? From the findings, we can guide extension and research efforts for the betterment of our beef industry. You see, there is a link between productivity and profit. If a producer can improve their productivity, that be pounds of calf weaned, they can increase their profit potential. The trick is to be able to do that with the same number of cows. There are some practices that we call recommended because they've been shown to improve productivity, improve revenues, and even reduce costs. Within the survey, if a producer indicated that they didn't follow a practice that we called recommended, we asked them to provide their top reason as to why. We found there were 5 recommended practices that were followed by over 50% of the respondents, those being field feeding during winter, semen testing bulls, pregnancy checking females, testing feed for quality, and low stress weaning. Lower rates of adoption were observed for testing water quality, adhering to a 63-day or less breeding season, breeding heifers at least 14 days earlier than cows, and hands-on body condition scoring. When we prompted producers to provide a reason for not following a recommended practice, they often cited being happy with their current performance and lack of labor as top reasons for not following a practice. I'd like to look a little bit deeper on reproduction management practices, particularly breeding season length and breeding heifers earlier than cows. Gestation length in beef cows is 283 to 285 days. The expectation is for a cow to have 1 calf per year, which means she's going to have to conceive within 80 days of calving to maintain that 365-day calving interval. There's a saying, once an early calver, always an early calver. In addition to following a 63-day breeding season, we recommend that 60% of a producer's females calve in the first 21 days of the calving season. Reason being, these females will have longer to heal and resume cycling before the next breeding season starts. Plus, their calves will be the oldest and therefore the heaviest at weaning. Remember, it's pounds of weaned calf that is the primary unit of sale for a cow-calf producer. Because first calf heifers are still growing, they actually have a longer postpartum interval than cows. Heifers take 80 to 100 days to resume cycling after calving compared to 50 to 60 days for cows, which is why there's a recommendation to breed heifers at least 14 days earlier than cows. It gives them that extra time that they need to clear their biological hurdle, that longer postpartum interval. Recent research by my colleagues and myself shows that cows that calve in the first 21 days of the calving season as heifers will stay in the herd longer and wean more pounds of calf in their lifetime than heifers that calved after day 21. This is just some of the research that is out there to show the benefits of following a recommended practice. Hopefully it prompts and inspires producers to take a deeper look at their own operations. Are there areas in your own management that you can adjust to improve your own profitability and productivity? If you're interested in learning more about the results from the cow-calf survey, go to wcccs.ca.